Hello folks, we're going to work on step one of our Zentangles. We're going to do some thumbnail sketches. Alright, to do this you're going to need a pencil and a Sharpie, your fine point Sharpie, and possibly an eraser if you want to clean up your work. To start, you're going to put your name at the top of the paper. And quickly sketch out 9 boxes. They do not have to be perfect boxes. You just want some borders. You're going to practice pattern. So in each box, you can start to think about different patterns and repetition of designs. They might start pretty simple, just doing some dots first, kind of more of a random pattern. And moving on to my second box, maybe I'll start in the corner and I'll start doing some kind of like scale, moving up the box. You can take your time on these. I'm going a little quicker for the demonstration. Maybe for this box, I'll get a little freer. Maybe just do some squiggles in here. And over here, I will do some diamond shapes. If you're struggling for ideas, you can check out the Google Slides, and it has many examples of different pen designs you can do. I want you to go through and design all 9 boxes. Think of as many patterns as you can, and once again, you can always use the Google Slide examples too to help you out. Once you finish your boxes, label them 1 through 9. Look at your boxes and choose 5 that you like and you want to explore a little further. When you picked your 5, that's when you're going to move on to your Sharpie. I want you to outline your shapes, start to define them a little more. You can add more lines if you like at this point. You want to work with line weight, possibly. Thicker lines will make something appear in front of something. And you can also start to work on some hatching ideas, and I'll show you that in one moment. You can clean up with an eraser if your lines are starting to confuse you. So now I can go in maybe with some details. On this one here, I'm starting to do some stippling, so small dots, and as the dots get closer together, they will collect and start creating a value. If I want that value to lighten up, I can let the dots start to get farther apart. Here I've started to play with line weight, so I'll make some thicker lines and then let the lines slowly get thinner as I move to the top to create some movement. I'm going to go with a little hatching. Hatching is using lines to create value, and if I want it to look lighter as it goes up, I'm going to spread those hatch marks out. Kind of like the stippling. If I wanted it to look lighter, I just spread the dots out. I'm using a scribbling hatch, so kind of a controlled scribble. As the scribbles get closer together, they create a darker value. Now I'm just filling in some lines to create a pattern. I'm going to go through, I'm going to finish this fifth one, and that way I have 5 that I liked that I wanted to further develop. So once again, I used my fine point Sharpie, an eraser, and a pencil to start, and just a regular piece of computer paper, printer paper. You can use any paper you have. You can use a Bic pen if you don't have a Sharpie. You can also, if you don't have any pens, you can use the pencil and just draw a little more carefully and darken your lines as you go, as if it were a Sharpie, to start to create some of those patterns. I do recommend, though, if you do have the Sharpie or a pen, to go ahead and do this part with that. Once you've completed all 5 of your further developed thumbnails, you can submit this on the slideshow in Classroom for the project gallery for the Zentagle project. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or ask me during our virtual chats. I hope you enjoy this. This should be a process that can be enjoyable. Take your time. Think of patterns. Get a little free with it. You can be more geometric, more organic, whatever you prefer. Have fun.